Hey everyone, Crewcaster here, and we are back with another Tower of Fantasy video. Today I wanted to narrow down what all of the dailies are for this game, because it can be quite overwhelming with all the different activities. We'll go with some of the things that are very easy to do at first, and kind of work into things that are more involved or take more time. So first up, for the easiest thing they can do just by logging into the game is the sign in rewards. You just go up to this gift box up here, and then go to the rewards tab at the bottom, and then sign in. And then based on the day that you have logged in, you'll get different rewards that help you out with the game, either giving you dark crystals, other currencies, or just things to upgrade your gear. And then for the next thing that is also super easy is the daily supply box. What you want to go to is the shop icon, and then you want to go to daily supply box. So over here is all of the premium currency like packs, but what I'm talking about is this daily reward down here. You just click this, then you can claim a little reward that gives you a little bit of money and other materials. And then for the third thing, we actually have Mia's Kitchen, which is another just menu that you kind of click through. You go to your adventure tab once you've unlocked that through the story, and then go to recommended, and then there should be Mia's Kitchen right here. This actually recharges 3 times a day at 5, 12, and 18. It may be different depending on the server, but you just go here and then do taste in the lower right, and then she'll start making food for you. This increases your hunger bar all the way to full, and then also gives you a bonus depending on the food that she gives you. And then once she's done plating it for you, you eat it, and you get that bonus. Like there, I got physical attack up, and then you get experience, gold, and other items to help you out. Like I said, this refreshes at those 3 times a day, but it actually holds 3 charges. So you can hold those 3 charges every day, and then kind of just use them all at the same time if you want to, or spread it out if you want to have more hunger bar fills. Then there's one last thing involving these menus, just super easy to do, and that is going to your crew if you are in one. This is kind of like the alliance system. Basically, there's a daily donation that you can do every day. It's kind of randomized in what items that it's asking you to give. But even if you're out of said item, you can have an aid request to where your alliance members can send you these items so you can do that donation, or you can just search for them yourself. And then you just press a donate button just below, and then press OK. And then once you do so, you get 100 merit points, which you can use in the Alliance shop. So that's kind of it for all the easy menu stuff. But let's move on to one of the more important daily activities, and that is daily bounties. So these daily bounties give you gold nucleuses for the gacha pulls. They give you ciphers for those password chests as well, and a whole bunch of experience. But these quests kind of range in like what you need to do. Things can include delivering certain gathering items, defeating bosses, and killing some regular enemies. And as you see here, there's just like a whole bunch of different types of rewards that you can get, including bounty experience, which is used for more rewarding bounty missions. This bounty experience is tracked on the same screen as shown up above, where I'm 30 out of 50 experience here, and I am a novice merc. But also included into this, you can get some extra rewards for the level. So if you click on this glowing chest icon here, you can get some extra rewards based on your bounty level. And if you don't know exactly where these enemies are at, you can easily just click the track down on these quests, and it'll give you a marker directly towards it. Another way to find these is also by just looking at the world map and looking for these different purple icons. Once you finish those up though, you can also do another activity called ability training. You can find this in the same kind of menu, but under challenge instead, and this training right here. It comes with 2 modes, and it kind of interchanges between the rest every day. The 2 every day where you can get these training points for a points shop to get certain gifts and batteries and data packs. But these types of trainings vary from day to day, like I said, and they can involve soccer training, they can involve like dashing, running around through different rings, flight training, and then like also combat and a whole bunch of different things. Some of these also have different difficulties. You want to try to do the highest one that you can to try to get more of these training points. But once you figured out which one you want to do, then you just press this go button down below it. And now it'll track to where this training is actually at, which is these little green kind of tower icons. Getting over to this training thing, this is what they actually look like. They have a little glowing pillar when they're activated, and they look like a little machine here. Then you just press the interaction key and start the training. Just keep in mind that you only get one shot or one opportunity at this. If you fail, then you still get some points, but just not as many as if you would succeed. But now for the seventh thing here is actually using your vitality or energy that you regenerate every day. So if you look into that adventure tab once more, up in the upper right, you have this vitality. This recharges 1 point every 8 minutes, and for a full recharge from 0 to 180, that is 24 hours. So you want to make sure to spend this before it gets capped off, otherwise it would just be a waste. Where you actually spend this vitality is in the select tab here, and you can use it on any of these different missions or modes. So joint operation, dimensional trials, interstellar exploration, omnium beacon, and space-time domain. The most costly one here is joint operation with the cost of 90 vitality. This helps get matrices and different armor pieces, and is where you go into a dungeon to defeat a boss at the end with usually a group of 4 players, but you can do it solo, just like the rest of these. With dimensional trials, this helps get equipment for your different weapons, and is kind of like joint operations, but way smaller, where it's just a few rooms. Interstellar exploration is where you get specific items by going to different stargates around the map and doing like singular rooms with a few waves of enemies, which is good for like experience and other weapon enhancement as well. Then for the next one is Omnium Beacon. This is kind of a weird one. This is where you place a beacon on the world map, but can be stolen by other players. You get an initial reward just by placing the beacon, but if you have it survive and not get claimed by somebody else, then you can get bonus rewards in your mailbox. And then for the last one here, we have Space-Time Domain. This is a great way to get gold or money in the game, and it basically just takes you back through different ruins throughout the map. But that pretty much sums up what these different modes are. But going to a different menu here, going to vehicles, there's another thing that you can do daily is maintaining your vehicles. So what maintaining your vehicles means is that you give your vehicles different parts every day. They give you different missions, which can give you more and more XP, and it fills this bar up here. And once you hit certain levels or maintenance, then you can get dark crystals. These dark crystals are used for gotcha pulls or other items in the store. But you can also request for these vehicle parts from your alliance members, but I wouldn't recommend kind of sharing this with other people, unless if you just have an obscene amount of these items. But if you click on the items themselves, they actually tell you where they drop. So either getting them from different stores or vendors, or dropping by certain enemies, or in password chests. But all you gotta do with these is click the maintain button, and then it increases the different levels. And that kind of tells you where you unlock different things based on the vehicle that you're upgrading. You can also get things such as different paints or styles for your vehicles. Then for the last few things here, I just wanted to include is some different activities or just talking to different NPCs to get some different gifts and other items. One of these NPCs is called Hopkins. Basically, you meet him during one of the main story quests, and once you finish the quest involving him, you can talk to him to get different mystery boxes. These mystery boxes give you different gifts, like I said, that can give you points towards your character's awakenings. So basically, you have a choice between two boxes. It doesn't really matter. You just choose a box by activating it, and then it does a little dance, and it'll show you the reward that you will ultimately end up getting. And right there, I got 2 limited Tata figurines, which I should be able to give to certain characters. Basically, their tags are shown right here. But if you want to know where to use these gifts, you basically just go to your menu up here, then Simulacra, and then the Awaken tab. And then basically, if you go to the gift section of any character, it says which tags are good for said character, or which give them bonus points. But you can use any gifts on a character to give them more score. And basically, the more that you give, the more things that get awakened. So they give cosmetics, give you lore backgrounds, and even traits. So King here has one where every 7 enemies defeated by King, he restores HP. And then in the final awakening, it actually improves this trait, bringing it to 5 enemies and 10% max HP. And this is the same for every character, giving different traits, and then an improvement to said trait. But for the location of Hopkins here, he is in the Black Market, just kind of east of the Omnium Tower. But there's another spot that we can go to for a different activity. If you have Cetus Island unlocked, you can teleport there for a magic claw machine. Once on Cetus Island, you just have to go straight forward. It's kind of by the big tent in the center. Just make your way, and then basically you can do this 3 times every day, and it gives you gift items just the same as like that mystery box. So here it is, right here. And you just interact with it. It says, ooh, the magic claw loading. And game open, and it tells you how many plays that you have left. And then you just press start, and then yes to begin, and it brings you into the minigame. This is what the minigame looks like, and this is where you just move the claw around and try to pick up one of the characters. So then you just press the claw button to go down, and hopefully you grab something. But just in case you miss, you do have multiple tries. But it's based on this countdown up here. So if you run out of time without getting anything, then you do lose a play. Once you do get something, it should look like this, where it grabs it and pulls it to this little portal and drops it in. And then it'll give you that said gift. And right here, I got a Smarty doll, but there is, of course, multiple different toys or figurines that you can get in this claw machine. And then one last thing to check, just every day if you want to, are these vending machines. 3 of them are on Cetus Island, and then there's also some in different towns as well. So if you just search them, they'll give you different food items, which you can check in your backpack, and going to cooking, and it gives you items that improve your resistances to flame or improve your resistance to like bolts and other elements. That's basically all that I have for today. There's of course different crystals that you can smash throughout the map, but I didn't really want to include that since they're so like plentiful. But they do give you these different cores just in case you needed those for augmenting your weapons. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and kind of checked all of the dailies off for your list. I'll see you guys in the next Tower Fantasy video though. Peace.